Hey YouTube, Rider0 here today with a review of the Deluxe Gosei Morpher from Power Rangers Megaforce. Megaforce is the new show set to debut on February 2nd at 1 o'clock on Nick, so definitely be sure to check that out. I'm pretty excited for it this year myself. I haven't actually watched Goseiger, which it's adapted from, so I'm kind of excited to see how this plays out. I don't know anything about the story, the Zords, anything like that, so I'm kind of going into this one blind, which is pretty cool because I was really disappointed with Samurai after having watched the majority of Shinkenger. So hopefully, if the series is anything like this toy is going to be, then we should be in for a pretty good treat. Because I'm really happy with this one, which we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. As you can see here, it comes in the open box design like toys from Samurai, like the Bullzooka, the Mega Blade. So definitely make sure to check the actual toy before you leave the store if you buy it from Toys R Us or wherever you may shop, especially if you're really picky on it. I can see this being very, very easily knocked off of a shelf and, missing some paint on the front of the Morpher there. So if you're really, like I said, if you're really picky about that, make sure to check that. The way they have the box design here, it looks like Megaforce Red is holding the Morpher, which obviously the Morpher's not in the package because I was very impatient and couldn't wait. Comes with 10 cards, which is this year's gimmick. You're going to get cards with pretty much every toy you get. The masks, the figures, the Zords, the weapons. Everything's going to come with cards. So that's kind of how they're hooking you into getting everything, especially if you collect the cards, because that's going to be the only way you're going to get everything. And there's even exclusives, like the Toys R Us has the Toys R Us 6-pack that comes with all 5 Rangers and the Robo Knight. Comes with a different Megaforce Red card than, obviously the figure or what we get here. So it's going to be kind of a hassle, I guess you could say, trying to get everything if you're a completist. But otherwise, you should be set with some of the cards because a lot of them repeat themselves. But we'll get into that in a minute too. Again, a good shot of Megaforce Red holding it there, holding the Gosei Great Megazord card. The cards actually come right here in this little bubble, already been removed. Take a quick look at the packaging. The side over here just shows some of the phrases you get: Victory Charge, Go Go Megaforce, Summon Megazord. This side over here talks about the card scanner app, which I have not really done anything with, so I can't really say exactly what it does, other than scans cards. The back here you get another shot of Megaforce Red holding the Morpher. Cards unlock sounds, obviously we kind of get that. And at the bottom here it says it lights up and has over 180 phrases, which I'm excited to see if we get all 180 phrases, which if so, that will be pretty awesome. You get a shot down here of the cards that it comes with, a little bit about the card game, and more about the card scanner app. So that's pretty much it for the packaging. So we'll go ahead and set this aside, and then we will take a look at the Morpher itself. So here is the Deluxe Gosei Morpher. And I have to say, I'm really impressed with it. Considering what we got last year for Samurai, and even before that with RPM, those Morphers, for those of you that liked them, I'm sorry, but those Morphers are crap. The sounds were terrible. The volume on it was awful. They felt really cheap, and I was just really unhappy with them, which the Morphers is one of the main things that I collect from all the Ranger shows, so I was really disappointed with those, but this one thankfully makes up for it. It's a really good Morpher. For those of you that collected the Sentai versions of it, it's pretty accurate to the Tensoder, which I have and we'll take a look at in a minute. But for now, we're just going to kind of go over the detailing on this one. You can see the gold outlining everywhere. It's actually really good representation of what it was for the Japanese version. There's not a whole lot of difference. Maybe a little bit more in terms of it being a little sparklier. I don't know if that's really a word, sparklier. The Japanese version had a little bit more of a sparkle to the paint. But otherwise, like I said, it's pretty faithful. You can see the Goseiger symbol here. This is where the LED is. Speaker back in here, so that's where the sounds will come from. The back of it's pretty plain, just, black molding. Pretty nice details, though. It's going to have the clips here which will eventually attach to a weapon. And then it's got the belt buckle piece there, which here is the belt buckle that it comes with, or belt clip, I should say. It's not really a buckle. It just snaps onto the back of it, like so, and then you can, if you choose to, you can wear it and just let it dangle from your belt there. So we'll set that aside. the on-off, or actually I shouldn't say on-off switch because it doesn't have an off. The switch for the different modes is here. There's a try me mode, which is here. I don't know if you can read that or not. Try me all the way over on this side. The on mode, or on switch, I guess you could say, is all in the middle. And then the TCG is all the way to the right. TCG, of course, going to be for the card game whenever all that's ready to go. Probably won't get much use out of that one. So have it in the on position, so we're good to go there. So that's pretty much it for the looks of it. Again, like I said, I'm really happy with it. It looks pretty much just like the Japanese counterpart, just a little bit smaller. So we'll go ahead and take a look real quick at the cards that it comes with. So we'll set this back here. The cards that it comes with, you get the, supposed to be the change card for the Red Megaforce Ranger. You also get the Dragon Sword Summoning card. It just says Red Megaforce Ranger though, but obviously we can see the sword there. You also get the Victory Charge, still again saying Red Megaforce Ranger. The Gosei Dragon Megazord, which summons his Zord for the Megazord formation. The Gosei Great Megazord, which again is for the actual combination itself. And then we get into the former Ranger cards. This one comes with 5. We get Red Wild Force Ranger, Red Ninja Storm Ranger, Red Jungle Fury Ranger, Red SPD, and Red Mystic Force Ranger. They are all numbered up here, so if you need to know that, you can kind of pause it, I guess, and go through. You know, I'm sure there's going to be scans of the cards and whatnot. I just don't want to go over the individual numbers. But for those of you that collected any of the stuff from Gokaiger, you should recognize these cards. These are the cards that came with the vinyls. So I already have all these cards, just not the American versions. I don't think no, the ones that came with the vinyls, I don't think they had the card on the side. I don't know because I don't have mine right offhand. But yeah, these are the ones that come with the Morpher, which we'll go ahead and take a look at the sounds real quick. Get these back in order like I wanted them. So as far as the sounds go, how you activate that, there's a ring here, or whatever you want to call it, whatever you choose to. You just pull this straight down. You kind of get that activation noise. Then the card just slides into there, snaps in. There's a little bitty tiny push button snap right there. It's black, so it's kind of hard to see. Hopefully you can see that there. And then the way that it works is there's a scanner here in this side that scans this barcode and then gives you the sound related to the card. So we'll take a look at the Red Megaforce Ranger. So yeah, you get Go Megaforce. Kind of disappointed. I was hoping that it would be Megaforce Red, or actually call out the the color Ranger or whatever. Not a huge deal because there are going to be several of the Red Megaforce Ranger cards that will say Megaforce Red, etc. Whatever the color may be. It's just that one kind of being the main change card, I figured that would have said it, but it's whatever. The next card, we'll take a look at the Dragon Sword Summoning card. Snap that in there. So for any of the weapons, it seems like we're just going to get Summon Battle Gear. Unfortunately, kind of generic. I would have preferred... get out of their card. Doesn't want to let go. I would have preferred getting, an individual sound for the weapons, but... we're supposed to get 180 sounds, so hopefully that'll make up for it. This is going to be the Victory Charge card. It says Red Megaforce Ranger. They're all going to be, labeled to that particular color of Ranger, but they're all going to say Victory Charge. Next up, we have the Gosei Dragon Megazord Summoning card. And again, it's going to be the same for all of the other Megazords, or whatever they're calling them this year, for each individual Ranger summoning. Next we'll do the Gosei Great Megazord. We get Summon Megazord with that one. Okay, so that takes care of the summoning and the change cards, more or less, that come with it. So now we'll get into the Old Ranger cards. So we'll start with Red Mystic Force. I bet you can't guess what it says. So you're going to get that same generic noise at the end of it, the little jing jing or whatever. But it's really, I was really excited and really pleased with the fact that, you know, it says the individual, you know, the applicable ranger or whatever season it's from. And it's going to do the same thing. We'll take a look at SPD Red. So that's pretty cool. I was really excited to see that it did that. I was really happy for that. Red Jungle Fury Rangers up next. So again, you get the same little generic noise after each one, but it's not a huge deal. I'm just happy. Like again, I can't. Sorry, getting excited and talking ahead of myself here. I'm just really happy that they're doing each individual, you know, season or each individual Ranger team, rather than just being generic and, you know, just saying summon power or whatever. And last one with this one is Red Wild Force Ranger. Bet you don't know what it says. Okay, maybe you did. So yeah, that does it for the cards that come with it. Again, like I said, so far I'm pretty happy with it. It's a good selection of, you know, old school and new school stuff. Now, one pretty cool thing about this is if you have the 10 soder, you can just slam it down on the desk now. If you have the 10 soder and you have the change cards or summoning cards that were available for that, they actually work in this. So here's the stack that I have. Again, I can't really tell you exactly what all they do other than summoning the same stuff that you know, you've seen with the American versions. But the cool thing about it is the barcodes actually don't match up with what's on the card. And real quick, let me do a quick comparison of the cards while I have them here. This was the change card for Gosei Red, and this is what is supposed to be the change card for Megaforce Red. So you can see they're pretty much identical. It's more or less the same picture. I kind of like the American version a little bit more because you get more of the actual Ranger. The cards are actually a little bit bigger than the Japanese version. You can see there. I kind of amount it to the Japanese versions are about the same size as like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and these are about the same size as Magic the Gathering. But again, like I said, same card. They're used for the same purpose, more or less. But you know, it doesn't do the same thing in the Gosei Morpher. So you're gonna want to, again, like I said, because these are a little smaller, you're gonna want to make sure that it's lined up all the way to, you know, this side of it where the scanner is, and then just push it in and see what we get. So definitely not a Red Ranger, but cool that, you know, you can kind of cheat a little bit and get some extra sounds out of it if you happen to have these. Now, we'll go through a couple of them. I'm not going to go through all of them because I do have quite a few of them here. We'll take a look real quick at Gosei Blue, see what we get from him. So we get Time Force Pink from Gosei Blue. I skipped over Gosei Pink because it's the same barcode as Gosei Red. And I'll do the same thing for Gosei Yellow. So we'll take a look at Gosei Black real quick. So if you're desperate for a Wild Force change card, there you go. Let's see. We'll do one more. Let's check and see. We'll do a couple more. We'll do the summoning for the header, which in the US version is the Dragon Megazord. So you get Megaforce, Megazord. And then we'll do, I'm not sure what this was in Gosei, so I apologize for that, but I'm sure it's going to give us a better sound, or a cooler sound. Or not. There was one card that I did the other day, and I can't remember which one it was that was really cool, and I wanted to do it, but we'll do one more. So kind of generic, you just get Lost Galaxy Ranger, so I'm not sure exactly what that's about. But yeah, that's, that'll kind of give you an idea of what you can do with it. Again, like I said, I've got more here, but I'm not going to go through all of them because that would just take a long time and takes the fun out of discovering the new sounds for yourself. So that pretty much does it for this. As far as what you get with this one. Real quick, I'll bring the tin soda in here so we can do kind of a little bit of a comparison here. So here is the tin soda from Gosei, and here is the Gosei Morpher. So as you can see, like I said, it's pretty similar there. The only difference is being, around the top, you get a little bit of a gray paint application, whereas it's black on this one. But some white around the eyes here, whereas you get the silver over the eyes here. Sorry, I'm trying to hold these at the same time without dropping them. But size-wise, they're pretty similar. They're about the same height. The Gosei Morpher is actually a little thinner than the Gosei tin soda, which is actually pretty cool. It makes handling it a lot easier. Same kind of clip system on the back there. You get an on-off switch here, whereas over here you just get a switch. Yeah, like I said, not a whole lot of difference in it. The activation is pretty much the same. There's a little red button here. You pull that down. The eyes change colors on the tin soda. I'm not going to lie, I do miss this. Gotcha. But it's whatever. I'm going to turn that back off. But like I said, pretty happy overall with it. So definitely, if you are looking forward to this season, if you're a collector of the Morphers, anything dealing with Megaforce this year, definitely get this. This is probably the best Morpher that we've had in quite some time. I'm not going to go so far as to say ever yet, because I only have so many sounds unlocked, but we'll see how the rest of it goes. But, definitely grab this if you can. As of the time of completion, hold on, let me try that again. At the time of recording this, I should say, it is still available on Amazon for $29.99. Which, if you have Prime, you get it shipped free, and it's qualifying for free Super Saver shipping. So if you can't find it in store, check it out there on Amazon. Most of the toys are actually available on Amazon and are actually either at the same price or cheaper than Walmart and most other stores. So if you're looking for anything, you might want to check out Amazon. So that's going to do it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, definitely check that out. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Rider0. You can now check out my blog at Rider0.com for a written review eventually of this thing. And just, go check out my ramblings. So that's going to do it. Hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching. Take care.